These are in listen-only mode.
Hi everybody, it's Sharon Odom coming to you from Houston, Texas on Sunday afternoon. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. It's been a really interesting week, but I survived it. And on the line with me, I have Enrique Becco from SqueezeMobi. Hey Enrique, say hello.
Hey, Sharon. Hello, everybody.
Hey everybody, I see Carol. Hey Carol, how are you? Everybody say hello. Let us know that you can hear us okay. And that Carol. Is Carol the only one on the line? Is anybody else there? And Derek. Hey everybody. Sharon. Cool. All right. Well, I'm coming to you from my treadmill desk, but you know what? I am tired, so I'm getting ready to sit down.
You're not on the treadmill today?
Well, I am, but I was, but you know what? I am giving myself the Sunday off because, you know, I walk every day. That's why I do my work, right? Everybody knows this, right? I've been doing it for 6 years, and it's sort of like my thing. And I'm sure everyone has seen my 24 Seconds of Fame on Primetime 2020. If they haven't, I will be sending that link out. So, hey, Brian.
Maybe Avi shoot everyone the link if you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, all you have to do is search 2020 and treadmill, and I am the first result. And you'll see me when it was about 5 years ago. They found out that I had a treadmill desk, and they were doing a follow-up special, because that's what I learned about it on 2020. And they came out to my house. They were here for 5 hours recording, and at 24 seconds is what it boiled down to. It was really hilarious. Yeah, and my kids got out. It was on my kid's birthday, and they came home from school especially for this, right? And then when it came on, they told all their friends, "We're going to be on TV." All they showed of them was a picture a picture. They were sort of like in the picture where they had a picture of me, right? So they didn't appear at all. But anyway, it was fun. So hey, Paul, Brian, Valerie, Craig, Andy. Okay, well, a lot of people joining us on Sunday. Cool. Well, anyway, so everybody, thanks again for joining us, and thank you for buying the QRep Management plugin. And we're working on all the updates, and we appreciate all the suggestions for the enhancements. It's going to be even better than I imagined. But in the meantime, we have hey Frank. Oh, my kids are now, they will be 16 in 2 weeks. And so that means it was on their birthday in 2008, which means that was the day that they turned, do the math for me, 9, right. So, was it that long ago? 2008, 97? Yeah, 9, okay. So anyway, Enrique is here from SqueezeMobi, and he's going to show us how. Well, Enrique, tell us what you're going to show. Tell them what you're going to show us.
All right, that sounds good. Well, Sharon, I want to say, first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm really happy about that, and I know we've been working together quite a bit lately, so I'm happy that I was able to kind of that we were able to get this together. And even though it's a Sunday, I think it's cool that some people are resting, and maybe I'll be able to spark some new ideas as well. Because the first thing I guess I wanted to see is from everybody on the call is who's been through Sharon's plugin now, has it up and running, has it installed. So I want to get a little bit of feedback, and give me a yes or a not yet.
Okay, I do. Not yet.
Tomorrow. The mañana syndrome. Sean.
Not yet. Yes, it's great. Yay! Oh, cool. All set up, ready to roll. All right.
I love it. I love it. Well, okay. So what I want to talk to you today about is how you could take things a step further, especially with a lot of the upsell opportunities that this plugin provides, whether it's selling businesses on a mobile site or on SMS campaigns. How do you take that plugin, get your foot in the door, and then do massive amounts of upsells? So let me get some energy in the room right now, because I know it's a Sunday. You might have had a pretty long weekend, if I am right. Let me get some energy in the room. Give me a big hello, and I want to see who else is here. So I see Neil, I see Steven, I see Sean, I see Craig, I see Keith, I see Derek, Patty, Claude, Frank, Jane, all right, Rodney, Patty, Mike, Ann. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of people here in the room, which I am pretty excited about. All right, so what I'm going to be talking to you today about is how you can create drag and drop mobile sites for these business owners, and as well leverage the upsell opportunity of this plugin to sell business owners on SMS campaigns. And a couple people are asking if this is going to be recorded. Yes, I promise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I see some familiar faces in the room, so some of you may already know this, but I want to ask, who here knows how to integrate mCommerce into a mobile site for a client? Who has ever done that for a client? Okay. Andy's saying never done it with 2 exclamation marks. All right. I see a lot. Derek's saying in theory. Otherwise, everyone's saying not yet. Okay, so that gets me excited, because what is the one thing? Now, a lot of people, of course, the mobile craze is huge. Everyone knows that the world is shifting towards mobile, but even businesses that have a mobile site do not necessarily know how to correctly monetize that site. And when you introduce something like mCommerce to them, it completely blows them away. So that's going to be something exciting. The other thing, I want to see who here has at least one client on a recurring schedule, meaning you get payments from that client month after month after month. All right, I see Keith is saying me. I see Ed, but otherwise, most people are saying, Sean is saying next week. All right, I love it. Because one of the, now mobile sites are great to get your foot in the door, but when you get these clients on recurring schedules, when you start actually managing their campaigns and you start driving customers back into their business over and over and over again, that's when you take your business and you take it from a one-off model to a much more sustainable model where you have even predictable income because these clients are on a recurring schedule. So let's get right into it and just talk about a little bit. What we're going to be talking about is I'm going to be going through today the complete step-by-step blueprint for these upsells, and we're going to go back on kind of one of the trainings that we did with Sharon last week. We talked about lead generation through Yelp. Okay, today we're going to talk about a whole completely different type of lead generation, so you have different ideas. You can hit it from different angles. We're going to talk about how to target and close the perfect local business by just leveraging simple, completely free Google, building a $500 drag and drop site, a quick and dirty one that's easy, where you can leverage 27 hot design templates, integrating something that no business ever has had, and then taking those clients and turning them into recurring income clients, putting them on passive schedules of $200 a month at least, and putting that all on autopilot. All right, all in 15 minutes as well. So I want to see, does that sound exciting? Because if not, you know, we could get back to our Sundays.
Yes.
All right. I see a ton of people getting excited, which gets me excited. And so Sharon, hopefully, you know, we'll keep this excitement level up.
Yes.
You know, if someone had a long weekend here, and I don't know, maybe some people might have went out or something, then we gotta keep it up. And I know we're gonna be talking about mobile. We're gonna be talking about SMS and text messaging. But one thing that I do want you to do is pay close attention, meaning put your phone somewhere else where you're not going to be responding to text messages. Even though we're talking about mobile, it is something very important, because I'm going to go fast, and I'm also going to keep it interactive. And I know for myself, this is how I work, that if I don't pay full attention, then it just breezes right past me. And some of the stuff is going to be pretty advanced, some of the demos. So you do want to pay attention. Now, one of the things, I know Sharon to talk to you a little bit about herself and how and the treadmill little cool escapade.
Yes.
So I wanted to introduce myself as well, just so everybody on here knows a little bit about me, because I know there's a lot of people that don't know me. Maybe some of you have, so you might have heard this before. But I come from a place where, God, you know, I think about it compared to kind of where I am and the type of business I'm running now. But I used to have these completely whole different ideals and vision of my future, and I was slaving away 100 hours a week, thinking it was the best thing for me. Really drained, though, on the other hand, and killing myself to work for a corporation, to work in an office, being pigeonholed in this office job. Now, when you pour your heart into something, and it's kind of a deception. You know the type of, oh, you know, we all love our jobs and all that BS of the corporate world, and then what happens is you do that for a while, and then suddenly the economy turns. And even though I was doing just fine for a couple of years, and I was thinking, oh, hey, you know, the economy, oh, that's only for other people. That's not going to affect me. You know, one day what happened? Oh, hey, there is no head count. Now I want to see on here who's actually been affected by the economy. Okay, who's been or had a family member? Because I know myself, and I see a lot of me's. I see a lot of I have. I see a lot of yeses.
Yeah. Who hasn't, right?
Right, Sharon?
Right.
And I'm really, one of the things that's actually been one of my proudest moments is, you know, my mom's been having a couple of problems right now, but I'm in a totally different position, and that to anyone in my family, even though I am not back in the U.S., I can offer them, hey, you know, things have changed, and that's a really good feeling, and I love that. That's probably the best thing that the best feeling that I've had from any of the success. Now, when when I was, I guess, affected by the economy, what ended up kind of happening? So I always had a little bit of entrepreneurial dreams and this vision. And you always think it's going to be much, you think your ideas are the best, your ideas are the greatest. Now, Avi and I, what we resulted to when we were generating clients, we were so desperate that you know that company called Fiverr.com, guys? Give me a yes if you know it. It's good stuff, right? It's good stuff. But imagine being on the other side, meaning you're the one actually doing the Fiverr gigs, not leveraging Fiverr to get all your stuff done because it's a great resource, but actually doing Fiverr gigs and not even get paid $5 for it. Fiverr takes $1 of that, so you end up getting only paid $4. Yes, it sucks, and then taking 3 to 4 hours to do one gig. We were doing PowerPoint presentations. That I think that was the gig that we were doing, and the lady has the nerve to get back to us and say, this PowerPoint is so awful that even my niece could do a better job. Now, just real quick, just to make myself feel better, Avi and I created this PowerPoint. Does this PowerPoint rock? Please tell me our PowerPoints are good. because I hope they are, because that was a very kind of detrimental feeling and a feeling of disappointment, especially if it's something that you work so hard on. But the one good thing was learning these hard lessons and how to actually source these clients and turn $4 clients to actually one of Avi's clients. Then he found this client on Fiverr, actually his offline, becoming one of his offline clients that has grossed him between $10,000 and $20,000. So that is pretty cool. And fast forwarding, right, Sharon? Turning a $4 client into $10,000 to $20,000 client, and fast forwarding a little bit, we then teamed up with Neil to form SqueezeMobi, and managing these clients from far away, because we're primarily focused on the U.S. and also UK. Neil is actually in the UK. Right now, I'm currently in Germany with Avi. That also taught us a lot of lessons, and we re-engineered a lot of these client deliverables. And I don't want to go here talking about the different clients and things like that, but if you're interested, there's some of our clients there on the slide. The one cool thing was we didn't really think our client deliverables had any kind of value outside of our own business, but that's how we got into the product creation business, was re-engineering our client deliverables. And we're actually amazed that people then took the work. They didn't have to, their learning curve was cut quite a bit, and that allowed us to supply different types of products to you guys as well. So that's just a little bit about us. And actually, I see Charles on here. Just wanted to put this here. Hopefully, Charles is cool with that. I actually see him live on this call, which makes me happy. But this is the type of stuff that makes my day. When someone says, "Hey, my check should be in the mail today," and I invested a total of $386 with you guys, and I'm getting a check today for a little over $120,000.
All right.
And that's now, by no means am I trying to say, hey, that everyone has to replicate what Charles has done, but imagine if it's just 5% of that, 10% of that every single month. Okay, and a couple other things. Yeah, I just wanted to run through some of these, and once again, not to impress you, but to show you that these are regular people as well, and if they can kind of take the things, and especially myself as well, because being there on Fiverr, especially at that point where someone tells you your presentation sucks, I would have never thought that I would be in the position that I am in right now, and I don't want to sound or be like a guru. So let's get right into it, and who is ready to learn a couple of things about leveraging what you have and creating massive amounts of upsells? Ready, set, go. Keith, all right, so are you hungry? Who is hungry on this call? And what I mean, I am actually starving as well. I haven't eaten for a couple hours, but what I'm talking about as well is the hunger for success. All right, the hunger for success, because there's this quote in this video that I was watching, and I've watched. This is one of my favorite videos, and the guy says that you're not going to be successful until you want success as bad as you want to breathe. All right, and the other part of being hungry is when you're on the road and you're hungry, what do you do? What do you do? When you're looking, let's say you don't see any Chinese place nearby and you want Chinese, where is the first place you're going to go? Are you going to be wandering around? No. You're going to pull out your phone and you're going to search for the nearest Chinese place. And that is big, because the thing is that that a lot of these businesses don't have mobile sites. They're not doing their mobile SEO as well to get ranked, and consumers, though, on the other hand, they are searching for these businesses. The thing is that 95% of smartphone users have searched for local information. So you put 100 people in a room and you go to this party of 100 people, you will probably not talk to that person that has not searched for local information. But the even bigger part is 61% of these users actually call a business after searching, and 59% visit the location, which is an important point, because this means that these searches, they're not like desktop searches. Desktop searches, when I'm on my computer, when you're on your computer, you're just messing around a lot of times. You're just browsing. You're just having fun. When you're doing a search on your phone, there is a reason. The phone, it's a lot harder to navigate, but it is right with you when you're walking around, and you have a reason. You are ready to take action, and that is why you are doing that. All right? And this is big, because 90% of these people act within 24 hours. So not only are these searches going to result in action, they're going to result in immediate action. Okay? And unfortunately, if that business has a crappy mobile site, the customer is going to leave. Now, let me ask you this. If you visit a business and their site is crappy, are you, most likely on your phone, are you going to still, spend 5 minutes to try to find their contact information on there, especially if it's a restaurant where you have hundreds of other restaurants potentially nearby? Derek says, no way. Jimmy says, I'm going to leave that site, and that's the fact, all right? That is the fact. Because the thing is that not only 90% take action within 24 hours, 70% of all mobile searches result in action within 1 hour. That means that's right away. You're hungry right now. You're not going to be hungry 5 hours from now. Okay? You're gonna be hungry a little later. And same thing, if we then think about, okay, we think about mobile sites, And what can you integrate into a mobile site? Let's say that you have a local business client. What can you integrate to get that person, since that person, for example, Chinese restaurant, okay? Chinese restaurant, someone hits that mobile site, maybe, so they're probably shopping around right then and there to which Chinese restaurant they want to go into, okay? And if they see a mobile coupon right on that site, are they more likely to go to that Chinese restaurant? Of course they are. And that's one of the reasons mobile coupons get 10 times the redemption rate of traditional coupons. The other thing I want to ask you, okay, who carries around regular coupons, print coupons with them nowadays? Who carries them around? Now, Charles says my mom. Now, who carries around a mobile phone with them? Who has their right, Sharon? I mean, I have my mobile phone even when I sleep. Sometimes, like, I'm almost clutching to it under my pillow, you know? I'm not that crazy, no. You know, I love, I'm a mobile marketer, and I love mobile, but I'll at least put it on the table. 24/7, Andrea, Stan as well. Because the other thing is mobile really important? And I know all of you have probably heard these statistics. If not, you've heard other statistics. You're sold on mobile. You know about the mobile revolution, but these local businesses don't. Unfortunately, a lot of these local business owners, they are in a completely different mindset. And they think this mobile stuff is just for teenagers who are playing these Angry Bird games on their mobile phones and just texting all of their friends. But they don't understand that a mobile phone for them means that they, as the local business, have a direct connection to that consumer, to that potential customer, and can drive that potential customer to their business. And that is why Google, let's say this business does not necessarily, they need to be pushed over the edge a little bit. What is one of the biggest authority figures in the industry? That's Google. Searching for local businesses is the #1 way people use smartphones, meaning the functionalities of smartphones. But the problem is normal websites look sloppy. They look like crap. And they're hard to use on a small mobile phone. And one of the other things is Peter Fitzgerald, Google's Retail Technology and Business Markets Director. I want you to write this down. I want you to use this with local business owners and throw this quote as well, because it's powerful. If you don't do anything else, get a mobile-enabled site. Why is that? Why is that? And the reason for that is simple. Because let's say I want to go to some restaurant and I'm hungry. When I see a crappy mobile site, for example, for this French restaurant that's supposed to be expensive, they're supposed to have high quality food, and I see this really crappy mobile site, what does that automatically trigger in my head? What type of emotions does that trigger? And does that, what do I start thinking that the food is going to taste like? It's going to be bad. The experience, exactly. The experience is not going to be, it's going to mimic the experience I'm having with this company, with this restaurant, whatever it may be on their mobile site. And that is why, like Claude said, crappy site, crappy food. That's why I'm probably going to go to their competitor. So how do we find, let's do some lead generation. We talked a little bit, some of you may have been during there with us during that session, how you can leverage Yelp to find potential clients that have potential local businesses that have terrible reviews. Okay, that was great. But what about flash sites? What's the problem with flash sites? Guys, tell me, what is the problem with flash sites?
Besides, they don't work on mobile.
Almost. Well, nowadays, newer versions of Android devices, some of them work there, but with iPhones, they don't work. Okay, they're not supported, and on a ton of older Android devices, they're not supported at all. What does this mean? Okay, do you see this picture right here that I have? Do you see that picture? That's what a flash site looks on a mobile phone. All right, and we're going to do a search. I'm going to show you exactly how this looks. What are you going to do if you hit that type of website on your mobile phone when you're searching for a restaurant? You're gonna take 30 minutes of your day, and you're gonna figure out how to get to that restaurant. No, you're gone. Next, exactly. All right. So let me pull up a couple things, and let me show you a couple things right here. Let's first of all go to Google, and we're gonna find a ton of these. Find a ton of these flash sites. Okay. So we're gonna type this in here, file type, and we're going to do a search term. And let's do restaurants in San Francisco, okay? And this basically, what does this do? This searches in the entire web for sites that are flash. So right now, when I hit enter, it's going to show me all the sites that do not work on iPhones, older Android devices. Okay, so I was looking up this one, so let's go to the flybarandrestaurant.com, and they have a pretty spiffy website, right? Doesn't that look pretty cool? Yeah, it looks pretty trendy. It looks pretty modern. It looks pretty cool. I'm actually pretty impressed with their regular website. Now let's test that out and see how that looks on our mobile device. It looks horrific. You can't do anything with it. And look, I'm trying to find on here if there's any way I can get to another page on the site. Anywhere I click, it's not working. I can't do anything at all. This really sucks. Okay? And it's unfortunate for the business, but for us, it allows us to help these businesses. So let's go back here. And now, basically, if we go on Google here, we have all of these sites, and we have a ton of potential clients that we can now approach. And this is just for restaurants. How are we going to approach them? Well, let's do a little bit of research first. All right? Who's used the Google keyword tool? Let me see. Who's used the Google keyword tool? All right. Some people have. I see a lot of people not yet. I see a lot of people have. All right. Great. You guys are familiar with it, which is going to make this really easy, and I'm going to go through this really quickly then. Okay. So let's go here in Google AdWords, and basically I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to type in restaurants in San Francisco. Click here on exact match, and when we click here, we're gonna choose devices, okay? And depending on where you are, we're talking about San Fran, so it's in the U.S. Let's choose desktop and laptop devices. Click search, and I gotta put this in here. Buy Moot 1. Whatever that is, and we see that there are 4,400 local monthly searches for these words for restaurants in San Francisco. Now, what about mobile, all mobile devices? Let's click on that search as well. And we're going to compare and contrast. And that's 2,900, okay? So all I'm going to do, and when we're going to go into the business, we're going to actually print this out, and we're going to circle this like this. Like I did it here, we're going to circle these numbers down here, all right? So 4,400 and 2,900. And when we do the math, when we add up mobile searches plus desktop searches, and then we add those together, that's about 7,300. We then do a little bit of simple addition, and we find out that 39.7% of these searches are mobile searches. All the searches are mobile searches. Now, what does that tell you? That is freaking huge. And this restaurant, this supposedly fly bar, is not so fly anymore because they're missing out on all of these 39.7%. That means 4 out of 10 people that search for them, they have no potential way of even getting to their business. They just can't. It's impossible. Now, the same thing. Now, let's take this one step further, okay? Not only is that restaurant missing out on 39.7% of the traffic, 70% of all mobile searches result in action within 1 hour. We went over that a little while ago. What does this mean? They're not only missing out on a ton of the traffic, they're missing out on the most important traffic, the traffic that is ready to take action immediately, the traffic that has a reason, that wants to take action. That is why they're doing that search. They're not just browsing like they potentially do on the desktop. And this is crazy that these businesses just have no freaking clue. They have no idea. All right? And the next thing, so when we go in and we approach this business, and whether we hire a telemarketing team, you're going to leverage, I don't know, if you leverage some people off Craigslist, if you leverage a team in the Philippines, you want to go in, and this is what we do. This is, and you can structure it however you want, but going in and telling them these statistics, jumping in and saying, hey, I just want to tell you something real quick, all right? And tell them, hey, does it bother you that you're missing out on 39.7% of people that search for you on Google, and you probably don't even know about it? And they're gonna be like, what? What do you mean? I'm confused because they have no idea. Well, it's something that you probably don't know about. What I can offer for you is what we do is we do a marketing audit, and we actually usually charge $300 for this, but I'll do a reduced one completely free of charge where we could go over this and some other potential weaknesses that you may not even know about, the different types of traffic that you're missing out on because you've done simple mistakes. And at the end, I'll structure a digital marketing plan for you during this audit, point out the strengths and weaknesses, and outline a step-by-step plan how you can implement a few things. And honestly, for example, with this, it's just a very simple fix, and it will let you then see huge results, drive new and repeat customers back into your business. Do you think you would have 30 minutes this week to discuss this plan? And I like to always go into this with something a little bit cocky. I think it makes it a little more playful, and people listen. So I always say, I guarantee you, let me tell you, I'm going to guarantee you, and this is a bold promise, but I guarantee you that this will be the best 30 minutes that you have invested into your business after you see the blueprint that I outlined for you. All right, so that's just the way I like to end this. And I want to ask everyone on here, if I made this type of offer and I told you, hey, you're missing out on something, you don't even know about it, what would your answer be? Would you take me up on this audit? and give me a yes or a no. If it's a no, then I'm completely fine with that. But I see Derek saying yes. I see Jivy. I see a lot of yeses. Why? Because you're going in with a ton of value. Okay? You're going in with a lot of value. You're providing them with an audit. You're going to structure a plan out for them, and we're going to talk about that and how what separates the amateurs from the professionals. And that's when you go into that meeting after. That is also where you can tie in the plugin and talk about different things such as reputation management, whether it's mobile, whether it's social media. You can cover everything, and we're going to be talking. About that in a second. Okay, but the thing is, you want to offer a strategy consultation and something that you actually literally charge $200 to $300 for normally. Why? Because that's just your hourly fee. You want to then create your own standardized audit presentation. I'm going to show you what we do right here. This is how we do it. We have ours just already pre-prepared, and what we do with it is we have different sections. So whether it's web design, mobile audit, social media, SEO, or the reputation management, where we cover a little bit of Google+. I mean, you could throw in some Yelp stuff in there as well, and wrap it up with a comprehensive audit analysis. Is we have it set up, and I recommend that you guys do this as well, is 2 slides, right? So, for example, let's go to the mobile part. If they have a mobile site, then we keep this right here. If they don't, we then keep this X mark and say, you know, flash content prevents anyone with iPhone or old Android device to see any content on your site. So you could put a little more commentary, or you don't even have to, and you could just say that verbally. But it looks very, very polished and very powerful, because then you take them through a couple other things, whether it's SMS campaigns, email marketing, as well as discounts, mobile domains, redirect scripts, specific content, loading speed. Loading speed is important, because if a lot of times when they don't realize that it takes 30 seconds for their site to load, that person is gone. You know how frustrated you get. I know how frustrated I get. If it takes more than 10 seconds, I am gone, and that's probably maybe even 5 seconds. But you want to end it up with a mobile marketing analysis. Why? Because these clients really value that. And Charles says, I love the audit. Use it every time. Thank you, Charles. Glad that it's gotten you results. What we do, and what you always want to do for any type of client, for example, Terry, Avi's client, we were actually structuring a potential longer-term consultation contract, and is give them some type of analysis, give them some type of recommendations. So when we were structuring out that email to make him the offer, I outlined a couple of points that I thought he should focus on in order to transform his marketing and take it to the next level. And then at the end, made my offer, but just that plan, just that blueprint right there in the email, that already added a ton of value. Why? Because that positions you as the expert, that positions you as the authority figure. And honestly, you know, if Terry wants to then take that, if he doesn't get back to us, and if he doesn't hire that, he wants to take that to potentially his web guy, if he wants to take it to anyone, that is cool. But I have established myself, I have given value, and maybe I'm not going to be the right person, or maybe he's just not ready. He might still give me some type of referrals as well. Okay, so let's take it to step 5 and talk about how to create these drag and drop sites. Now, does that sound exciting? creating these drag and drop sites. What we're going to go to first is right here. Let's look at this, and let's look at our WordPress QRep management plugin. And if we look, I created this this page right here, dos piñas, and if we look, we can look as well in our, we can look as well in our little simulator and in our little phone. Let me take this here and put it in the simulator. Let's see how this looks. And if we scroll down to the bottom, the cool thing is right here it says visit our website. All right, so even if you go in and you sell them on the QRep management package, you set this up for them, what happens if we click on visit our mobile site, and Dos Piñas has an okay type of site, but it's not the best. It can be improved. Now, since the plugin has all of these features, including a visit our site, what does this lead into? What does this lead into? Let me see. Let's see. You know, if they don't have a mobile site, what does that lead into? Because you have this functionality and you just gave them all these statistics. Exactly. Upsells, upsells, upsells. Okay? They don't have a mobile site. And like Andrea said, ka-ching. So let me show you how we can then create one of these sites really easily for them. Okay? And I'm just going to go in here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my premium mobile sites, and I already have it up here. So this is what it looks like. It pops up, and let's maybe, maybe we'll do a little bit of a different example. So I'm just going to click on these pages, and I might let's do like a locksmith example, and we could choose anything. The cool thing is, even if we did like taco or something like that and put a page name as taco in here, we could do anything. But even if we do locksmith, let's try that, locksmith. Okay, and let's check that out so we have a little bit of diversity. And the cool thing is, when I close a client, I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to figure out, hey, what type of template do I need to use for this client? All right, I have this already pre-set up. I'm just going to figure that out. And let's say I close the locksmith, okay? Oh, what about, taxi cabs? What about a fitness factory? What about a medical company? What about a wedding planner? Oh, plumbing services too. And okay, let's do the locksmith one because I just closed a locksmith. Okay? And when I go in here, what do I want to do? Well, maybe I don't like something. Okay? Maybe maybe there is a call out fee. So I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna put best locksmith in San Fran. I'm gonna save that, and right here this tap to call button, there's a little too much stuff here, so let's put just call us now, and maybe it's probably a different phone number, so I'm just gonna put the actual phone number of this business in here, depending on what it is. Now, do I want to connect them with social media? Let's do that as well. And all I have to do is put in here, San Fran Locks. Maybe that's their Facebook, and that's also their Twitter, their YouTube channel, and their YouTube channel, that's where they show, hey, we're the best locksmith in San Francisco. Watch how we break in to the $1 million vault in 15 seconds. I don't know, but maybe they have some YouTube channels that get a lot of traffic because they have some cool type of content that gets a lot of publicity for them. Okay? Now, what happens, once again, whether it's with the QRep management plugin and the social media functionality of that, or the social media functionality of the site. What is that synonymous for? I want to get some, tell me guys, let's see. If they don't have a Facebook fan page, if they don't have a Twitter profile, what does that mean? What is that synonymous for? Exactly, upsell, 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 because everything is completely connected. Okay? Now, let's say I wanna go in here, and what about that YouTube video? For example, maybe they do have that YouTube video how they're breaking into some big bank vault. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go right here to YouTube, and for example, this could be their channel. This is our SqueezeMobi channel. So let's say I'll take this video or something. Let's just take the URL and put it in here. And cool, I'm just gonna save that, okay? And oh, I don't like that header. Let's say best locksmith in the world. All right, and I'm gonna change this above it as well. You know, watch our pro locksmith break into the vault in 45 seconds. Cool. All right. And I just click on save, and now I have that YouTube video incorporated in there. It's all drag and drop. It all makes it super easy. And what then happens? Well, what about, let's say we want to do something else. All right. I'm going to delete this. Maybe I want to put some map functionality. But before we do that, let's preview this just for a second, because it looks a little bit, it doesn't look the best there, but oh, it looks pretty cool here, right? Let's go down here, and everything is super clean, whether it's these buttons on the bottom or these pages and these tabs. All right, I'm going to X out, and what I'm going to do, let's delete this YouTube video right here. Maybe I want to put their actual location there. Okay, so what I'm let's see, let's take this map right there. I'm gonna just drop that into there, and I'm gonna put enable directions from the user's current location. This is important, especially for these people. Let's say they're searching for like a restaurant that's close by, and it's in a city that they've never been to, so they actually want to leverage this functionality so that they can get to that, they could get there quite easily. Okay, and I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go to Google Maps, look up San Francisco locksmiths, and let's see, maybe these Metro locksmiths. All I'm gonna do is just copy and paste all of this information now in here. Okay, and let's put San Francisco as well. Okay, and we even have the zip code there. All right. So let's just take this zip code down here, state, California, country, USA, and let's use Google Maps instead, and we're just gonna hit save, and boom, we have that. We have now maps included in there as well. All right, now does that seem pretty simple to do? I just want to get some feedback from everybody. Okay, let's see. If yes, give me a yes.
Easy peasy.
and that's the cool part, because you could just leverage these different templates.
Too easy.
Now, question. What is the one thing, and I already gave you kind of a sneak peek at this a little bit before, what is the one thing that no business has even heard about? So even if the businesses that have mobile sites don't have this. and a couple people said it, mCommerce. And the huge thing is that global mobile payment transaction value will reach 499.9 billion by 2015. And I just want to make sure everyone understands it's 400, not million, but billion. You know, if you take probably like a couple buildings, you can't fill them up with that much cash. That is a huge amount of money, and this is big because 62% of smartphone users have actually purchased physical goods from their mobile device in the last 6 months. So people actually do use their phones in order to purchase things. Now, why not? If a local business, depending on their business model, depending on what type of business, why not have them have that functionality and have the ability to process payments for their potential customer base online via a user's mobile phone. So how do we do that? Well, actually, it's quite simple. If I go back here, then all I'm going to do is I'm going to just go back to my my site. I'm going to go click on mCommerce, and I just put in my API username, my password, my signature. That's all stuff that takes me a couple seconds to do. I'm going to click OK, and then when I go back to Pages and I go on my now this locksmith site, then all I do is just go down here and I drag and drop this product, this mCommerce one. So I'm going to just probably delete this one so it's not too cluttered. I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to put a price. Let's say it's some type of alarm system or something. Maybe it costs, I don't know, $299. Top of the line alarm system. All right, I'm going to save that, and I'm going to edit this and say, you know, buy the best alarm system in the entire country directly from us, and receive a free installation. Okay, cool. Installation. I'm just going to save that. And now let's just check out how that looks. Let's preview it. And we have our button, buy our new alarm system, buy the best one. We have all of that right there. All right? So that makes it look really, really cool. And I'm just going to save that. And I'm done. Now that site can process those payments. Regarding the API, it shouldn't be your API information. It should be the information of the business owner. You don't want to process payments on their behalf. I just want to put that out there. I mean, you can, you know, but I recommend that you probably don't do that. So let's talk about one more thing, because this is huge with the QRep management plugin. And what I want to say right now, don't respond to any of your texts. Please don't go check your phone while I have your undivided attention. But it's rude not to respond to text messages. Who feels that it's rude? And who gets excited? I know myself. I don't know. Maybe I'm a text message junkie. But I'm always, whenever my phone vibrates, I just gotta read it. Like it's just right here. Right next to me, this phone, and I'm holding it in my hand. I don't think I have any unread text messages now. But whenever someone texts me, I get really excited because it's just, you know, it's just someone, hey, sending you a personal message. You want to read it. You wanna respond to it, and most people do. The fact of the matter is, 89% of the population has a mobile phone. That's great. Of course, everyone has a cell phone, but everyone also uses it for texting. 90% of people use mobile phones for texting. But the biggest thing is 95% of SMS texts are read in the first 10 minutes. Now, compare that to email, okay? Compare that to email, or compare that to any type of direct mail, any type of campaigns that are much less direct, that are much less personal. Text messaging has been estimated to be actually 5 times more effective than direct mail and 10 times more effective than newspaper advertising. This makes it huge because the ROI, it's extremely personal and people take action on it. They see it. And I know when I look for different email response rates and open rates, the rates are usually in the range of 15 to 25%. Now, when you have the ability to get 90% plus open rates, that is huge. Okay. Now, once again, but does it really have an ROI? Like, are people going to take action? The thing is, compared to email, it has so much of a greater ROI because it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email. Let me ask you, how many emails do you get a day? Right, Sharon? What do you think? I don't know, like 100?
200 for me.
I see 200, 250, a ton, far too many, 500? No way.
1,200, Scott.
1,200. What? Who's emailing you? You must be real important, or are you getting 10 emails from Enrique and 10 emails from Sharon a day, right?
No.
But even with the mobile coupons, if you send a mobile coupon directly to a phone, this is going to be much more effective than if that local business sends regular coupons, and it's much cheaper, it's much lower cost, making the model so much better because they have a 10 times the redemption rate of traditional coupons, okay? And what you want to do when you're structuring these SMS campaigns, because we established, yes, they are effective. How do you actually structure them? All right, so let's go back to our Dos Piñas example, and how would you actually structure an SMS campaign? Easy. When you go in, when you close them on an SMS campaign, you basically have a strategy session. You have not necessarily a strategy session, but a training session with the waiters and the waitresses, and each one of them is going to have access to these different types of flyers. And we have our own flyers for different niches. For example, this is for the auto repair one. We have one, for example, for the dentist. And put some different types of text here, or just the short code and the keyword that you're going to text to. And this flyer, then the waiter or the waitress take that flyer, they give it to the customer, and they tell them, hey, follow the instructions here, opt in to that SMS list, and once you opt in to that SMS list, you're going to get some type of mobile coupon, or you're going to get some type of reward directly to your phone. And the great thing is with the QR codes, this QR code can then aim to our mobile reputation management landing page, and right there, it's also integrated with SMS. So you kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and that's why the QRep management landing pages and the QRep management plugin is so freaking powerful. All right? So if you guys want to check it out, if you're in US and Canada, you can try to text SqueezeMobi to 71441. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how you can set this up in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so let me first go into the QRep management plugin right here, and I'm just going to go in. I already created this company name and Dos Piñas. That's just an example of some taco restaurant, Enrique's Tacos, that we're using. And here's the URL of what it's gonna look like. Okay, so I have everything here. When I go and click on interaction, how am I going to set that up with SMS? All right, because if I look here right now, there is no SMS field. And if I'm going to set it up with SMS, what I probably want to do is on this page, and let me see if I could do this. I'm going to click exclude email. Okay, because I only want, you usually want only one or the other, SMS or email, depending on what type of campaign you go with. So I'm just going to click on exclude email right there, and then I'm going to go on interaction, and I'm going to hook it up with my SMS list. So then I'm going to go here into the back end of my platform. I'm going to click on keywords. And I'm just going to click. I'm just going to find a keyword. Let's figure this out, okay? And I'm going to rent it out. So let's check if Dos Piñas is available. And I think, all right, the keyword is available. So that's my keyword. And what is a keyword? What is a short code? So the short code is 71441. So if you text Dos Piñas, and you're going to be able to check this out if you want to test it out yourselves, you're going to see this campaign that I set up. So I'm just going to close it there. Then I'm going to go to contacts, and I'm going to create this this opt-in form. All right, so I'm going to create new right there. I'm going to hit on Dos Piñas. I'm going to add, and I'm going to say Dos Piñas Tacos. That's going to be the list name. And then the program sponsor is Dos Piñas. Brief description, thank you for getting on our list. You will receive a free taco. Great. All right, and then all I'm going to do is click save, and now it should all be working. Okay, and let's see. Okay, cool. It should now, let's see. Let's see if this pops up. All right, and yep, we have it right here. Great, awesome. So then I just go into my QRep management plugin, and then on here, I put the keyword, Dos Piñas. I click Save Changes, and woo la la, I am done. And now, whenever, if I refresh this page, it's going to now, instead of email, it's going to have mobile number here. And if I refresh this page as well, if I want to look at it on a mobile phone, then same thing, mobile number. And when that QR code from our flyer, this is not the right flyer, but if we use the restaurant flyer, when that QR code redirects to here, how cool is that? That is awesome, because then people can as well put their mobile numbers in there. And just one second. Okay. And when they put in their mobile number, they get opted in to that Dos Piñas list. And if I then want to follow up and send them something, then all I have to do is I go back into my platform, I go to features, and I'm just going to click on text message. And if I want to drive all these people back into that store, back into that business, then then all I do is insert my text message here, and I say, come in to Dos Piñas. Come into Dos Piñas today, and when you come into Dos Piñas, then Avi, if you could check out the mic, If you could just check out the mic and who's not muted, and I guess someone is having maybe someone is having dinner as well. But when you just go in here, you can then, I know all the talk about Enrique's tacos and things like that. It probably made I don't know if it's Sharon or who it is, but maybe someone, it made someone a little hungry on the call. So come into Enrique's taco shop / Dos Piñas today before 9 p.m. and receive 2 tacos for the price of 1. And all I would do is I just click on my Dos Piñas list down here, and I can even post that to my Facebook wall if it's integrated with my Facebook campaign, and I could even then schedule it out for maybe later on this month. Let's say, even if I want to do 10th of May and maybe even make it recurring, and all then I have to do is click on save, and boom, we are done. We can now drive customers back in to Dos Piñas, Enrique's taco shop. Okay? So I want to see, does that seem pretty simple and pretty easy to do? All right? Derek is saying yes, Jimmy's saying yes, Keith is saying yes. And now, on the other hand, when I say mobile site, when I say text messaging campaign, when I say that to a business owner, how complicated does that sound to them? That sounds like something, that sounds like aliens are arriving, they're going to have to kidnap them and put a new brain in their head because they cannot conceptualize it. Which means that for these effective campaigns that bring an actual ROI, we can also charge a premium and thus deliver good results. And with SMS campaigns, when you're sending then messages every month on the behalf of that business owner, you can charge recurring payments, whether it's a setup of $300 to $500 and charging them recurring $100 to $200, depending on what it all encompasses and how big your package is. You then start getting customers on a recurring payment schedule. Okay? So, like Charles said, you say mobile and they go cross-eyed, and that is completely true. How would you then put this on autopilot? And I showed you that pre-program feature. And all that business owner, they submit 4 messages. You don't want to spam their customer list, so you usually want to limit it to about 1 message a week. They choose 4 messages. Maybe, for example, on Monday of this week, they're going to give out 2 tacos for the price of 1. Next week, they give out free tortilla chips if someone comes on a Tuesday night. And the week after that, they give out a free margarita. I don't know, but they give you these 4 messages that they want to send out that month. You just pre-program them, and you go in, and if you're getting charged a couple, maybe 2 cents, you charge them 3 cents per message, and then different management fees, including monthly analytics. What is monthly analytics? What does that signify? Because that can mean that you're going to audit their business, audit their progress now one more time, and maybe the first time around you didn't have a chance to create their Facebook fan page. Maybe you didn't have a chance to do everything you wanted to. Now you have another opportunity for an upsell. And then when you're ready to take this business model, when you've closed a couple clients, that's when you take it to the local webinar model. I know Charles has been using this himself with one of our coaching clients. For example, we leveraged Craigslist and hired people on Craigslist. If you're in the U.S., there are decent telemarketers on Craigslist. There are also good ones on Philippines. And with the local lead gen, a lot of these telemarketers have their own type of way to generate leads. You can even tell them, hey, generate them off Groupon, off Yellow Pages. Do this search the way we did it today to find ones that have Flash mobile sites and then hit those people up and give them a high converting script. We talked about one of those scripts today and how you can leverage that script going in with something that these businesses need to pay attention to, meaning, oh, you have a broken Flash site, and then get them to directly sign up. The telemarketer can actually sign them up. Unfortunately, I don't have time to cover that, but when you then drive them to that GoToWebinar, you can then do a local presentation, and if, for example, all of these people are coming in through one venue, they all have broken Flash sites, that is something you can pinpoint and then drive them to your one-on-one audit presentations. And then when you have this type of system, all it takes is monitoring and optimization. All right, so that being said, I want to ask, who here has learned quite a bit? Because one of the coolest parts was we did this webinar I think it was like a week or two ago. Scott on one of these webinars said, just sold a client while you were demoing. My first monthly revenue client. He took that knowledge we were giving him live on the webinar, contacted potential clients, and sold them on the spot. And so I want to ask, who has enjoyed our time together today? Because if you have, then I have something that we prepared for Sharon, something really, really cool that is very exclusive and that I have been very pumped and extremely excited about, and I'm excited to present it here. And I see awesome as always. Thank you. All right, that makes me happy, because that makes me extremely happy that everyone has learned quite a bit. And what I want to present to you today is our SqueezeMobi exclusive solution, is our SqueezeMobi, which includes everything you need, including our mobile site builder, our mobile apps creator, our SMS platform, all completely integrated with training on outsourcing. And I know a couple of people have been asking, hey, regarding SMS, is this only for the U.S.? No, also for Canada and for the UK. And I'm really excited because the site builder that I demoed to you, mobile site design, this all includes, whether you want the social sharing or the SEO features. You saw how easy it was to connect that business to their Facebook fan page, whether it's their Twitter profile, whether it's anything else, how easy it is to do that, including as well mobile coupons, so that you can create your own mobile coupons on that site, and people can, when they hit that site, when potential customers of that business hit that site, they can redeem their mobile coupon. Reporting and analytics. Once again, we talked about this. Why is this important? Why? Because you can just print off this report when you go into that business, that for that once a month meeting. You can analyze it on the spot, give them some statistics, and then lead right into your upsells. And this is also big, because if you're international, if you're all over the world, it also includes multi-language support and that mCommerce feature, which is something that no business owner has. The great thing about this is today we're including one live mobile site with this as well, unlimited demo sites, and all of this functionality. So if you want to just do a demo site that you can then preview, play around before you close that client, you can do unlimited demo sites before publishing them. Maps, directions, geolocation, QR code generation, tracking, mCommerce, and a do-it-yourself client interface. And I have seen people sell a solution that just builds mobile sites for $150 a month, which is cool, you know, because you could take this and just with the mobile sites alone, 90% of sites are not mobile optimized. You have a wide array of clients that you can then target, which is huge. And I know there's some typos on that page. I love it.
Paying attention, right?
Yeah. All right. Good. That means, yep, like you said, Shen, everyone's paying attention. The second thing is our SMS platform, text message marketing. So you can go into these businesses and you can do all of their SMS, whether it's the autoresponder. The autoresponder is good. The autoresponder is huge because you can then do a leveled out campaign. What do I mean by this? Let's say that people are signing up. Maybe every single day this business gets some new opt-ins, and you want them to receive a message 7 days after exactly. This can then drive those people in steadily, so they don't just receive these messages with a one-off SMS blast on Monday. Some people receive it Monday, some people receive it Tuesday, some people receive it Wednesday, and you can choose which days they receive it on as well, so that this business then steadily gets and drives these customers back in. On top of that, our loyalty program, this is cool too. How do you get that loyalty? How do you get people to get back in the business? Leverage this of the SMS platform. Mobile coupons, we already went over it, 10 times the redemption rate of traditional coupons, and an appointment management software. When you're going into a doctor's office, when you're going in to a dentist office, chiropractor, whoever it may be, a lot of them are using antiquated systems. You can now leverage the appointment management software system of this platform and close these clients on bigger packages of $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 because you revamp their entire appointment management system, and it's two-way. What does that mean? That if people want to cancel, they can also use and just text back "see," and it cancels their appointment, which is pretty cool. Polls, questionnaires, surveys. Why is that big? Let's say the business wants to survey their customers. Now they have an opportunity to do it. Property listings. Realtors are big and they're key. I talked about this in a couple of my training sessions because realtors are in the business of marketing. What are they marketing? They're marketing properties. They need to set up campaigns. If you can close a realtor, you close them as a long-term client because they are in the business of marketing all these properties, and they got to set up landing pages with, for example, video walkthroughs and video virtual tours of these properties and SMS campaigns so that they are these clients are these potential clients, these potential buyers of this property are updated. Let's say maybe the price decreases, maybe there is another property that is being listed. You want to get in touch with these people as well. Or vehicle listings. Car dealerships have budgets of even over 6 figures per month. If you get them as a client, these are not $100 clients. These are big clients. Plus text to win, a QR code generator. So whether it's the 1,500 text messages with an extra text message fee of 1 cent and all this functionality, this is the biggest part. This is the biggest piece because you could go in and with this get one of these clients on a recurring schedule of a couple $100 a month. I mean, this has way more than a value of $200 a month. because if you just close one client, immediately, you know, that value is there. Now, there is kind of a little bit of a surprise. And this surprise is something we were not able to cover today. We just did not have time. And that is the I'm pumped. I'm excited because we just went over mobile sites and SMS, and I want to see from you guys, just from this, how big of a package do you think you close a business on? Just if you do a mobile site for them and then a SMS campaign. Just that. And that's apart from all the other upsell potential from the QRep management plugin. Okay? That's just a mobile site and an SMS campaign. Now, if you want to create a mobile app for them, once you gain their trust, then one of these mobile apps, these are high ticket clients when you close them on a mobile app. For example, it could be a menu for a restaurant. There's multiple features, whether it's syncing, push notifications, in-app purchases, the wheel navigation, making it look pretty cool. Social sharing as well, GPS coupons. This is interesting because, you know, when you're walking around and you kind of check in and then receive different types of coupons, that's all in there. And we didn't even touch upon the online potential of all of this. Okay? So whether it's the PDF or e-publishing, what about closing clients, or if you're doing some of your own marketing, creating mobile sites for yourself, mobile landing pages, SMS campaigns, mobile apps as well. Google Analytics, once again, upsell potential. So we're including one live mobile app and push notifications, all of the features. When you close one of these clients on a couple $1,000 app deal, and it really depends. It's how far you want to take it. I was talking to a guy. He was showing me a proposal that I can't say the company names, but it was for a $60,000 mobile app. Okay. Now, for these local businesses, are you going to be doing $60,000 apps? No, you're not. But still, for a couple $1,000s, the potential is huge. Now, this wouldn't be complete without some resources and training. You got to know what to do with this. You can't just have all of this cool stuff thrown at you and not know how to leverage it and not have your own business set up. So that's why we're including as our mobile web design contract as well as our business cards. If you want to look professional, I love carrying around business cards with me, not because they make really any difference, but because if you have one of these cool business cards, you just kind of look cool, and it brands you as well. Infographic flyers made by our very own Javar. These are hot. And our mobile marketing presentation. When I went over and I told you about the local webinar model, this is the mobile marketing presentation we have used on the local webinar model. And it's real easy because you just go in, you change a couple things. For example, we changed it and we changed it up for realtors, and boom, you now have something that you can present to these clients. And then when you close them off that and you take them to a one-on-one space, that's when you use the audit presentation. All right? And when you're going to be stepping it up, what about our Treasure Island direct mail template? This is cool because you see these spots right here, your site now, and what your site can look like. All you do is, like one of these phones, whether it's Mobilizer or something, you just go here and you click on Save Screenshot, and then you just drag and drop both Site Now and one of our templates in there, and you can send out these customized direct mail templates, especially now with these flash sites that their site looks terrible and it's personalized. Okay, the QR code flyers, so that when you go in and you do these SMS campaigns, they are set up correctly. And not only are they set up correctly, but you have these flyers to give to the waiters, to the waitresses, or if it's a dentist, to someone at the front desk. So then they have these flyers to give to their customers and get them to actually convert on these SMS campaigns and get that business to start building the list with the correct instructions. And there's 11 of them for all types of different niches, as well as the inside secret Facebook group where you can also talk with other different SqueezeMobi billionaires. Because honestly, I mean, what is all this stuff without a community? If you can't share your experiences, if you can't share your success, and if you can't leverage other people and their success to cut your learning curve, then you're going to be just swimming and you're not going to be knowing where. You need to leverage the correct training and the correct community to take you forward. Extensive knowledge databases. If you have any questions about anything, all you have to do, you just do a search, and as you can see, there's, for example, this mCommerce. There is everything. You just do a quick search and your question is answered. All right? Including sales training, technical training, original 10-day challenge, our outsourcing training sessions. We have our special training sessions. The value on this is priceless, because this is going to cut your learning curve by a ton. So before we go any further, I mean, in all honesty, this is a complete mobile business. You go from just having a little bit of knowledge to having everything, whether it's the technical, whether it's the platforms, whether it's the ability to create mobile sites, create mobile apps, or set up SMS campaigns. You also have the training, so you understand everything and you can become an expert in no time. And for this, you know, I know we could be charging probably even a couple $1,000s, definitely a couple $100s. And if you look on our website, you will see that we are charging $200 a month. Just a little under that, $197. But we wanted to make it affordable. We want to make sure that everyone has access to this, can take these tools and close clients. We are giving this away for $97 per month. Now, I want to see who is excited. Who is excited? Give me a yes. Give me a yes, because I want to get some excitement in the room, because I have, and I see a ton of yeses, because I have just started. Okay? I have just started, and I'm really pumped. I'm really excited because we have some bonuses as well. We have the social media pack. You know those Facebook fan pages that I was talking about that you can have as an upsell? Well, we have all of these niches, and we threw them in there so that you can get that business up and running with these different timeline covers and build a Facebook fan page immediately for them. On top of that, for the SMS platform, we're not giving away the 1,500 messages, but we're going to be giving away 2,000 messages per month. And an additional message is literally only 1 cent. What do? When you close a client, you don't close them on 1 cent. You close them on much more, 2, 3, maybe even 4 cents. Okay? And the other thing that we're doing with our mobile apps as a special, this is really cool, because each one of these mobile apps has a value of at least, and you look anywhere, go to, you know, wherever you want to go, and you will not find a mobile app that you will get cheaper for this. You will be paying $30 per month per mobile app. And we are taking this, and we're not giving you one mobile app, but we're giving you, if you multiply that out, that $30, this is a $150 value per month. We're giving away 5 live mobile apps. And this is exciting, and this is exciting. I'm really excited, especially about this next bonus, because we took, now a lot of people, they don't necessarily have the design skills. I know myself, I don't. But I create freaking hot mobile sites. Why? Because I can leverage all the templates that my team behind me, and whether it's Avi, whether it's Neil that created them, I'm the marketing genius, okay? But I could sell these, but for me to create one, even though it's so easy, I would much rather leverage these templates and have all of the work done for me. So we have our landing pages, and on top of that, our mobile sites as well. So 27 landing pages and 27 mobile sites. Now, not all of these are in here yet, and they include only the front page, but you will eventually, we're still uploading more, but there is 18 of the mobile sites. And if you look here, whether you want to close hotels, whether you want to close jewelers, whether you want to close law firms, whether you want to close nightclubs, restaurants, or travel agents, auto mechanics, you have it all. And this is cool. This is cool because we one of the guys that we've been working with quite a bit, and now you all have access to this. We convinced him, and he's creating these right now. They will hopefully be up within the next 30 days. He is incorporating his 10 restaurant mobile sites, so you can hit whether it's the buffet, whether it's the Chinese restaurant, whether it's the diner, whether it's the French restaurant, the Italian restaurant, the pizza restaurant, the seafood restaurant, the steak restaurant. You can hit all of those as well. And when it comes to mobile apps creator, what we didn't get to demo, you can leverage our templates as the starting point for your different apps as well. And that is freaking cool. That is freaking cool because all of our templates, and this does not include, we have actually more templates. So whether it's for restaurants, whether it's for if you want to hit online niches with the music niche or anything, you have templates that you can leverage in the mobile apps builder. Now, the really cool part, and this is something that we usually don't do, okay? This is something we really, and this is the biggest bonus of them all. That platform that what I was showing you, you usually just have access. Yeah, you can make your mobile site, you can have a campaign, but we are making it. And this in itself is a $500 a month value because this literally gives your business that you can then present to your clients as your business. We are making it fully brandable, branded as your own business, give business owners their own logins, create their own pricing packages, and put your own logo. For example, this is one of our coaching clients that we rebranded this for. Now it doesn't have the SqueezeMobi logo there, and there is no mention of SqueezeMobi at all. It says Woodward Local Consulting. Okay, and I am pumped because the best part about it is not only is this an amazing value, whether it's the platforms, whether it's all of the bonuses on top of that. How are you going to sign up? Now, this depends on where you are and what country. Sometimes double cheeseburgers cost more money, but who likes getting things off the dollar menu? Who likes getting things off the dollar menu? All right, Keith says yes. So listen closely, otherwise you're going to be charged $97, and we are not giving any refunds, okay? We're not going to be giving any refunds on this if you make a mistake. So be very attentive right now, because we're giving this whole thing away for the first month for just $2. But you need to put in the special code, and the special code is Sharon. So when you go to sign up right now, and these discounts and the bonuses, it's only limited to the first 25 people that sign up. Go to SqueezeMobi.com/US Sharon, or if you're in the UK, go to SqueezeMobi.com/UK Sharon, and what you can do is, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of this. You want to do it right now because we're limiting this just for Sharon's group to the first 25 signups is for these $2. And on top of that, let me just warn you guys, because there is no money back guarantee on this. It is $2 for the first month, $97 a month after that. But even if you decide, hey, this is not for me, you get to keep the 9 Facebook timelines, the QR code flyers, and the direct mail template, just because I know your time is valuable, and it's sometimes even more valuable than your money, just as a thank you. So go in there, and when you go in there, this is how you're going to sign up, okay? Right there where it says promotion code, on step 2, that's where you want to put Sharon, okay? All one word, no spaces, there's no Sharon, it's just Sharon, okay? And make sure that you get in there, okay? So I want to see, because go to SqueezeMobi.com/US Sharon or SqueezeMobi.com/UK Sharon, and I want to see, when you do that, who is in, who is getting in, okay? I want to see, because I'm excited. I hope you can feel my excitement, Sharon.
Yes. Yes. We definitely feel your excitement, Enrique. Enrique is always pumped. He gets me excited every time I talk to him.
I hope I do, because I'm really excited, because with this deal, it's really cool, because just for the first month, you have that entire first month. You only have to pay $2, and you have that ability for those first 30 days. Hey, I'm just gonna check it out, and then I can leverage this and close clients, get clients in. And let me go over, and I know a couple people asked about it, so I just want to go over it. It is for outside of those mobile sites. It's if you do more than one, it's $7 per month per additional mobile site, and above those 5 apps, same thing with the apps. All right, $7 per app per month above the 5. And when you go in, you create an advertiser account, but there's a video all about it, so you can kind of check that out as well. But otherwise, I think we went over all of the pricing and how that works. Okay, so who else is in? Because these bonuses are going to be flying, and I just want to make sure that everyone who wants to get in is able to get in. And then we're going to open it up for some pretty cool Q&A as well. Okay? Let's see.
I can't believe you included all those templates.
Yeah, I mean, that's I think that's one of the coolest things, because you don't have to start from scratch. And I know, one thing that I guess we pride ourselves on is our designs. Now, I do have to say, I personally don't do any of those designs. I'm a little bit inept when it comes to that. That's all Avi and the part of the team that he leads up, as well as Neil and the part of the team that he leads up. I'm more coming from the marketing side, but you know, so I love it when I can leverage those templates because it makes it so much easier. All right, so I see Linda is in. I see Keith is in. I see a ton of other people that are in. Stephanie, okay, congratulations. And let me see. I'm just gonna get Leslie's. Okay. So Dave says first bill total $96.99. Dave, you did not validate the promotion code. Okay? You did not. You did not validate the promotion code. So otherwise, you will be charged $97 a month. Okay? Let me see what everyone else is saying here. All right, Dave says got it. Cool. Okay, let me just answer some of these questions. And what other questions does everyone have on here that is on the webinar? All right, Frank, congratulations. Happy to have you on board as well. Who else is jumping in on this? I want to see because I am, or is, what other questions do you guys have? Rodney asked, is there a cost per keyword? You get unlimited keywords. Bill says, just made it here. What are you selling? We are selling our SqueezeMobi all-in-one platform. I do recommend that you probably check it out, even if you potentially haven't heard the offer, because this the deal is, I think, crazy, and you get to sign up for just $2 a month if you use the special code, which is Sharon. And if you're going, it basically includes our mobile site builder, our SMS platform, and our mobile apps creator, and all of them leverage our templates as well. Andrea, yes, you are within the bonuses. Charles says, just sign up. It's Enrique and Avi. It's always a good deal. Thanks, Charles. All right. All right, Bill. Glad that to have you on board from before. Okay, Derek, if you are in the UK, the great thing about the UK is basically you can almost take the US price points and just put a pound sign on it, maybe make it a little less expensive. But just the pricing level there is a little higher, and that's why you can kind of do that. Okay. Andrea. Okay, so Andrea's asking about the training. It is not $2 a month forever, Tony. No. It is $97 a month, okay? I do want to make that clear. It's $2 for the first month. Definitely not $2 a month forever. Okay, so we do have our training in there, and we're including this $500 course. And if nothing else, you get access to this course, which we sell these courses for approximately we sell these courses for approximately $500. We already went over the setup, how you can rebrand the entire platform, how you can create mobile sites. Very in-depth. That's more of a technical training. The one I showed you today, you could leverage that for the quick and dirty sites and setting up the SMS campaigns. We also went in depth into that. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about creating mobile apps. That's our next training session. And then after that, we have another training session about lead generation, not only what we talked about flash sites, but also Groupon, Yellow Pages. Then we're going to go into our audit and go through how you can use the audit to close businesses. And in Module 7, we're going to talk about leveraging outsourcing teams, telemarketing, the local webinar model. That's going to be pretty cool as well. So, what is the cost per SMS in the UK? Yep, the UK service is live now. And if you go to SqueezeMobi.com/UK Sharon, then you can go there, and it is 2 pence per message there. The price is £77 per month for the UK, and instead of $4 per advertiser, it's £6 per advertiser, and for the sites, £7 per site and £7 per app after that limit. Okay, so the pricing is a little different for the UK, but otherwise it is very similar. Yes, all of those webinars that I just mentioned, Andy, are going to be in the members area. All right, Andy, I'm glad to have you on board. I am glad to have you on board. Welcome on board. And please, if you're going to get into it today. Let me tell you, you're going to get an email to your inbox. Make sure you watch that intro video. It's about 13 minutes long. Please, please watch that intro video. Otherwise, you're going to have hundreds of questions, and you're going to get in touch with our support, and you're going to not know how to access your mobile site builder. You're not going to know how to access your SMS platform, and we don't want that. We want, we want to make sure that you are up and running and you dive into it. So I would recommend doing that right after this call and start leveraging that, start using that, and then looking through the platform, and then going into it and talking to everybody. Jimmy, what time is the training? The training is tomorrow, I believe, at 11 a.m. I'm going to send out an email about that in a couple right after I get off of this webinar right now. I'm going to send out an email to everybody and remind everyone about that. Okay. All right. Is there anyone on here? I just want to ask that is unable to get on, maybe having problems processing their credit cards, things like that. Paul's asking, can I ask you how you made the slides used for the audit? They looked very professional, and how did I make them? It's easy. You have access to them too. Let me show you. Okay. Do you guys? Let's see. Beth is in. I am glad. Stephanie says, I just checked my bank account to see what I was charged. Is it normal to get 2 charges, one for $1.99 and one for 1 cent? No one has ever told us that that's happened, but maybe that's, it adds up to $2, so I think you should be cool, Stephanie. Okay, let me show you how to, do you guys want to see how to log in? Aaron said it happened to me too. And Keith said it happened to him too, so I guess that's how it gets processed. Okay? Okay, so let me show you how to log in. If you go right here to log into Mobi.com, then let me log out. Just so you're going to get this screen. Get that email, check that email that you get, because what you're going to do is you're going to, well, I'm going to click, actually, let me log in as Henson. I'm going to log in with Henson's, and the first thing you're going to do is right here, you're going to watch that video. Don't close it like I just did. You're going to watch that video. All right? And you're going to click on Create an Advertiser. Now, for the first month, you're not going to be charged this $4, but when you create an advertiser, you basically are becoming a client of yourself. And you need to create an advertiser in order to access the SMS platform, the apps creator, and that is an additional $4 a month. So it's in reality it's $101 per month once you create this additional advertiser. We're not doing that to make more money. We're doing that because those are our fixed costs, and we just have to pass that on. Okay, so you're going to create an advertiser. You have to do this, otherwise you're not going to be able to access your account. All right, and then you're going to click on a package. You're going to pick a package. Honestly, it doesn't matter what package. These packages, once again, an advertiser is basically a client. So it could be a dentist, a lawyer. So you have to become a client of yourself in order to access the mobile site builder. Why? Because you can give access to clients if you wish. We don't generally do it. I don't advocate it unless someone's using that appointment management software, one of your clients. I like to keep things internal. Okay? So when you do that, you create the advertiser. You can put anything in here. You do have to put maybe a valid email. It has to be different from the original email you used. But then you just create and activate. And once you do that, it doesn't matter what you put here. It does not necessarily even have to be a valid email. If you want, then you can go to 10minutemail.net and create a dummy email address. Why doesn't it have to be? Because then I'll show you when you click on advertiser here. Then you get all your advertisers shown, and once you do that, you can then log into that advertiser account by clicking that Lifesaver. You click confirm, and then you now have access to everything, including text messaging, including premium mobile websites, mobile apps here, your mobile site builder. And how do you access that training area? Just click on training and support. It is not working for me because I am logged in as an admin since I actually edit the training and support area website. But it's going to pop up, and there you can access your different bonuses and things like that as well. Okay? All right. So I want to see, is there anyone that has not been able to get? And Andy Stevens, what is the email website to create dummy email addresses again? 10minutemail.net. Let me send that to you, okay? All right. Okay. Okay, Neil's asking, so could a second advertiser setup get their own header image? No, Neil. Because you only want, unless you're going to be posing as two different companies, then you got to create two different accounts with us. Okay? But if you're posing as one company, then you'll need, it's your client's login, so they're going to see your logo. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Who has not been able to get in on this? Sharon, do you have any questions, anything that I didn't cover maybe? Is there anything that I didn't cover that you wanted potentially for me to cover? Sharon might have her mic muted, or maybe she stepped away for a second. But so yeah, so let me know, guys. Is there anything else? Let me. Avi, I'm gonna also send you something. All right. I'm sending you something. If you could please check that. Jimmy, I won't be able to go over step 4 again. Okay, not right now. Pat, you did not use the secret code. You did not use the special code, Pat. Sharon, that was the special code. All right, and what? Neil, if you will probably have to get them in. We can maybe set you up with some type of, I don't know. But yeah, he cannot rebrand it, and that's a little bit. I mean, for businesses, it's fine, but otherwise, I recommend him getting access to the platform himself. Okay. Andy's asking, is there a section in your training focusing on making dollars immediately? Go through that 7-step blueprint, Andy. Okay. Okay. All right. I wanna see. Is there anyone that has problems signing up? Is there anyone that has problems signing up? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Aaron's asking, yep, the 5-step plan is the same thing, Aaron, but we just expanded it to 7, all right, because we wanted to cover more information. Andy Stevens is saying Enrique Interim Marketer of the Year 2014. Not sure, but maybe, yeah, you know. Maybe 2014. Maybe that's what I'll gun for. Let's establish right now. Get a good foundation in 2013, and then 2014. Time to step it up.
Okay, now can you hear me?
All right, yeah, Sharon, I hear you now.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Well, thank you, Enrique. This has been great, informative and educational for everybody, including me. I learned a few things that I didn't know, and I'm really excited about those templates being included for sure.
Yeah,
those some great bonuses.
I mean, we've put a lot of work into this, and it's been a long ride, but I hope that a lot of our members now are going to be able to take this, use it, and start closing clients, start making money from it. That's the most important.
You know what? I have, people keep talking about, well, is this the same as mobile BizBox and all that? You guys have customized it, I think, more than I've ever seen it before. I mean,
we've done a lot of custom work.
Yes, I can see that. Definitely.
So whether it's the templates, all of the templates, or it's the all-in-one integration as well, that when you look here, for example, not this one, let's see, 10-minute mail. If you look right here, this mobile apps, you have everything all integrated in one on this dashboard right here, whether it's the mobile apps, whether it's premium mobile sites and things like that, and also we have been doing quite a bit of custom work. No promises, but we are working on. This is just the beginning, I hope. All right. This is just the beginning, and we are going to be doing even more custom work. We have so many things planned. So if you think this is cool, it's gonna get better.
Enrique, I saw a couple questions about the cost for mobile apps per
Yes.
month. What
So
is that?
so 5 live mobile apps when you publish it, meaning it's actually submitted, and when it's published. After that, it's $7 per app per month. Okay.
All right. Now, what about the mobile sites? Can they download those, or can they be downloaded, or are they hosted on the platform?
So they are hosted. There is a way to download them, but you do have to mess with the code a little bit. And maybe Avi can explain that in the box to everyone if someone's interested.
Yes,
because you can.
I've seen a couple questions about that.
Yeah. So it's not. It's unfortunately not as it's not as straightforward, but there's something that can be done about that. Okay.
Okay.
David, what do you mean? What if your SMS is not 71441? That is the short code that you will have access to. So, what do you mean, David?
Does he mean for QRep management? He may be talking about that.
So yeah, QRep management is integrated with this short code, with our platform specifically. So if you want to use that SMS functionality, if not, you don't have to, and that's something we put in last minute, and I know you received, Sharon, a couple questions about that, but right when you were working on it, you decided, hey, there would be a cool functionality, and you knew that we were going to be, you knew that we were going to be kind of also giving an opportunity for people to get in on this. So we decided, hey, why don't we combine the two and make sure everything's integrated?
Yeah, and a lot of people use that short code 71441. I mean, a lot of people. So, and we've tested it, and it works with, it works with 71441. So, even on other platforms. So I think that's a good thing too. It's just not this platform, is 71441 in general. So I thought that was a really good thing.
So Claude's asking, how do you handle duplicate shortcodes? So basically Claude is saying, hey, if I have 71441 and Keith has 71441, how does that work? The thing is, you cannot have the same keyword. So, for example, let's say for Enrique's taco shop, I want to use the keyword taco so that when someone texts taco to 71441, they get opted into a special list. Once I claim that keyword, no one else on the short code 71441 can claim taco again. But they can do maybe taco 1, taco 2, taco 3. Okay? David's asking, so if I have QRep, I automatically have 71441? Not necessarily. You need to have access to this platform in order to leverage the shortcode, to manage that SMS campaign, if that makes sense.
Right.
Claude, duplicate keywords do not exist. You just cannot have a duplicate keyword. It will tell you your keyword is in use. You cannot use it. Yeah, you can rent the keywords for as long as you wish, Andy. I mean, if you stay with us, if your profile is deactivated automatically, anyone can jump on those keywords again. Okay? Yep. If you drop it, you give it up, or if your account gets deactivated, then anyone else can use it. But otherwise, you have access to it. All right, Sharon. So I think we've been here for quite a bit of time, over 2 hours. So I want to see. Is there anyone that has not gotten in yet?
So everyone who wants in has gotten in, right?
All right. Or anyone having problems with their credit card process, or anyone that just didn't get in. Okay.
Let's see. Duplicate.
Okay, so all right, so let's wrap it up. And if we did not answer any of your questions, then please submit. You can always go to support. And if you want, if you can't process your payment or anything, you have any more questions, you could potentially put your number in there as well, and we can always try to give you a call. We will give that and hand that over to our team, and we as well do sometimes take calls. Okay.
Great. Well, thank you, Enrique. Appreciate you taking time out of your Sunday, and I know it's Sunday night where you are. And thanks everybody for coming out today and getting on the webinar with us on the weekend. Really appreciate it. And if you have any questions at all, just let us know. And looking forward to seeing you on the inside.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well. Any
Thank you
last
so
words,
much.
Enrique? Any last words?
Thank you so much for having. Thank you so much for having me here, Sharon.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thanks everybody, and see you next time.
Take care, everybody.
Okay.